All right, welcome to Nini Presents. And this evening, we're going to look at another scary video. Could use to watch some scary videos right now. Lighten the mood. I tell you what, today has been a busy day. I just want to relax. This daggone chicken coop thing. We have chickens, and some of the chickens keep getting out. Two of them in particular, but this one, oh my gosh, 4 times today, this girl escapes her coop. How is she getting out? I think she's just big enough where she can get up on top of the roof of the coop and then just jumps over the little fence. So that's just been a trying issue. Man, I would get her and put her away, sit down on the couch, go to edit a video, and the next thing you know, I see movement out of the corner of my eye. I look out of that big window, and sure enough, there she is, just rooting around in the front yard. This chicken! Ah! So now that the day is almost done, there's still a little light out. I was hoping for full dark. Maybe the next video will be full dark yet. So let's just change the tone of things, lighten the mood, laugh a little bit, watch something scary. Okay.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some creepy videos that seem to just get weirder and weirder. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content just like this.
You got it. Slapped Ham.
TikToker Dino Nuggets 741 has shared a series of videos that seems to show an eerie haunting taking place in their basement.
Seems to show.
After hearing noises and footsteps throughout their house, this homeowner began documenting the strange occurrences. At times, they swear they could see an eerie shadow figure out the corner of their eyes. In the first clip, we can see the door to the TikToker's basement. He calls out hello to no response.
Because the ghost is going to respond. Why, hello.
Hello.
Wow.
He mentions he keeps hearing strange sounds coming from the basement.
Okay, but do you have, what are those things called, a furnace or anything down there that's particularly loud? I know our air system that we got going, I mean, it's quieter than some that I've been around, but you can still hear it, man. And if you're half asleep or you've weirded yourself out thinking somebody else or something else is in the house and you hear that sound, yeah, you're going to think it's something when it's not. So what kind of stuff do you got there? What's your air system like?
Keep hearing weird noises in the basement, Steve. So.
And how old are your pipes? Because old pipes make weird sounds too.
I just want to.
Suddenly, the door slowly opens by itself.
No way, no way. Oh my god, oh my god.
He goes to inspect the door, showing us that there's clearly...
This is the thing with that. Let's go back a minute. I want to show you something. Okay, check this out.
Basement, Steve. So.
Okay, watch. The door's going to open, right?
The door slowly opens by itself.
The handle doesn't move at all. Neither handle looks like it's moved.
He goes to inspect the door, showing us that there's clearly nothing.
That little part of the door, can you see it right here? I hope my cursor's marking that. I forget what part of the door they call that. Okay, that's usually inside the door frame. So how did this go in without either of those knobs turning? How did that do that for that door to open? I mean, I don't know. I don't buy it. Maybe that, you know how sometimes if there's too much space between the frame and the door won't close right and it will just open. Maybe it's something like that, but the whole thing seems contrived to me.
Something there that could have made the door accidentally open. He then shows us the stairway leading down to the basement, calling out once more to silence.
Hello?
The sound of silence.
Yep, that I'm not going down.
The second clip shows us the
And in
TikToker's
the
living room.
basement, I thought
in the distance,
I saw
we can see an opening to another room. A few seconds later, we can see
opening
something
the
eerie.
door.
Watch.
Ew! Ah!
What looks to be a shadowy figure appears to the left of the opening. The TikToker exclaims in...
Okay,
surprise before
somebody's
quickly
gotta be
going
doing
towards
that.
the other room. He shows us his bedroom, which looks to be empty. He explores
Turns
his
on the
closet
light.
space and bathroom,
You know,
but nothing or
he did not turn to his left to look behind the door.
nobody shows up.
He did not turn to his left to look behind the door.
In the spine-tingling third clip, the TikToker asks his dog what's wrong.
What's the matter, buddy?
We can see his dog
Lassie?
standing in front of the
What's
basement
wrong,
door
girl?
looking concerned. The pup backs off.
Looking concerned. The dog didn't look concerned. His hackles weren't raised. He wasn't up against the door. Nothing like that. How was he concerned? I mean, then he looked like a typical dog waiting for a treat.
As the TikToker opens the door. Immediately as he does so, we can see something to the left of frame run down the stairs, though it's hard to make out what it is.
I don't think you could say you saw anything run. I saw movement, but I
Here
didn't.
it is again in slow motion.
That just looks like a billowing sheet. That's all that looked like, a billowing sheet.
The man then walks downstairs but stops halfway when he hears what sounds like a child's laughter in the background. He then continues walking down, entering the basement and panning the camera around. That's when he spots something truly creepy.
Oh, laughter. Okay. When it comes to sounds that normally people make, but you're hearing these sounds and no people are around, what is that? Non-corporeal, something like that. There's laughter, there's screaming or crying, and then there's regular conversation. I think of all of those three, laughter is probably the worst. That's the last disembodied sound I would want to hear. Ha 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 ha. You know? No. Oh,
Watching again, there appears to be a shadowy person standing in the middle of the room.
Boo.
That's when the clip abruptly ends.
Wait, why does it end? Did he drop his camera? Did the camera accidentally turn off? Because you would think you would see like the camera moving real fast as he's running up the stairs.
The man has left his house in the fourth video, but left a stationary camera behind.
Left his house? Like for vacation or because of the paranormal stuff?
In case any paranormal activity occurs. A few moments after the clip starts, the lights in the home's entrance hallway begin to flicker on and off. We then can
Bad
hear
wiring?
what sounds like a thumping noise and the
Have you
basement
paid your
door
bill?
swings open.
Ew. No.
A moment later, a strange black mass, perhaps a shadow, seems to move through the hallway.
Oh, no thank you. No.
Crying noises
I mean, if you're curious about what's in your house, I suppose you could be brave and, just try to step up. I wouldn't do it by myself, but maybe if I had a knowledgeable person with me, try to talk to this if this is real. If this is not real, man, you people are screwed up in your head.
can be
I'm just
heard
saying.
also. The door then slams shut and the lights flicker once again.
It'd be interesting to know what's happened in this house. I mean, I know life happens, everything happens, all the good, the bad, the ugly. But if there was something particularly traumatic that happened in the house, I wonder if that has to do with that. And if that is real, what was that event? And apparently it was traumatic enough to where if it's real, it left the energy, it marked that area somehow. That's what I find most interesting about stuff like this, if it's real. That the very fact that it's still there and it's an energetic expression of something that happened a long time ago, because these beings are no longer alive. The situation is no longer there, but it's still happening and they are still there. So I just find that fascinating that these traumatic events may leave marks on the environment and somehow the environment is replaying them over or something like that. I don't know. It'd be interesting to, if somebody wants to study this, I'd be very interested in hearing what you have to say.
In the final video, the TikToker is burning sage in hopes of warding
Yeah,
off
I
any
would
evil
too.
spirits. He walks towards the basement door where we can hear more loud thumping noises.
I know, bud.
Okay, you're hearing thumping noises there, but look at our faithful dog. He's just sitting there like a good boy. Look at his ears aren't at alert or nothing. He's just sitting there, just watching the guy. Watching the guy, not staring at the door, not like getting in between the guy and the door, trying to protect him or nothing. So that might be a sign that this could be a bunch of BS.
Right as he opens the door, he tells the spirit that he's not afraid.
I'm not afraid,
I'm not
man.
afraid. I'm not
He then
afraid.
swings the door open and we can see the stairway leading down to the basement.
Ew.
As he begins to make his way
There's a
down, we
person
can
there.
see what looks to be some type of ghostly figure with a pale face wearing dark clothing, standing at the bottom of the stairs.
Wait.
The figure is
wait,
quite
show it
hard to
again,
make
show it
out,
again.
so the TikToker has provided a screenshot
You know what he looks like right there? Hey, let me see if I get my cursor there. You see this blob image and then the long hair, and it has a vaguely
of
masculine
it
look
to
to
take
it.
a look at.
See? You know who that is? You know that song? And I would do anything for love. That is Meatloaf from that video. That is Meatloaf. That's your ghost. It's Meatloaf.
The TikToker then walks all the way down to the basement,
Uh-huh.
the figure completely disappearing, and we can hear more crying or perhaps
keep going.
even laughter.
Keep going. No, no. The camera cut. The camera cut. Go back. The camera cut. It wasn't a smooth transition when he went to look to his left. Come on, play that again.
The TikToker then walks all the way down to the basement, the
Hey,
figure
watch.
completely disappearing,
He
and we
goes
can
down
hear
the
more
stairs.
crying or perhaps even laughter.
Did you see?
TikToker then walks all the way down to the basement, the figure completely disappearing, and we can hear more crying
watch, the
or
camera
perhaps
goes
even laughter.
Did you see that? Yeah. Yeah, they put
He
this
then makes
together.
his way back to the stairs where the door slams shut in front of him.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
This set of TikTok clips has set off quite the debate on the social media platform. Some viewers are positive that something terrifying has claimed the TikTok user's
had me going
basement,
there for
and
a
the only
while.
solutions are to either have someone bless the house or for him to move out. Others swear that these videos consist of well-orchestrated pranks. For instance, in the video with the stationary camera, some other users swear they can see a hand opening the basement door, as well as another hand switching the lights on and off.
See, I didn't see a hand switching anything off or anything. I mean, I was actually starting to get a little sold on it until he sees the Meatloaf figure at the bottom of the stairs and he pursues him because he would do anything for love, right? And then when he's about to turn left, that camera does the screen does a funny look like when you cut the film or you push stop and then you push start or you put another film onto it, you splice it together. That's what I thought. Nah, this is, nah. You had me going.
They also question why the TikTok user didn't turn on all of the lights when exploring parts of his basement. Whether these videos are fake or not is up for debate, but the TikTok user has certainly succeeded in making many viewers' hairs stand on edge.
Yeah, I would say you did. You did succeed in that.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But now that I saw that, what looked like the cut part of the video.
Sometimes
how the
terrifying figures are not
framing did
seen
that.
until
I'm
much,
like,
much later, including when we rewatch old video clips and suddenly see them there. That was the case with a video uploaded by Omzul on YouTube. What was supposed to be a cute clip of a man holding a baby turned into something much more chilling. We can see a man holding a baby in the video walking slowly along a dark street.
You look in the back, you know it's going to
is
be
a
in the
large
background.
bright light. A few moments into the video, something very eerie happens. Watch.
Ooh. A person ran across.
What looks to be a strange woman slides by in the back.
I don't think you can say that's a woman. It's a person. It looks like, a human frame or form running. But there is no detail to show that is a woman. I don't know where you're getting this detail from.
Background. Here it is zoomed in and slowed down. It almost looks like she's floating along.
No, that is
One
not
viewer
what's
speculated
happening. It only looks like she's floating along because of the quality of the film or the footage. It's not the greatest quality. And she's probably got stick legs too, because she doesn't look like she's the biggest figure. She's probably got thin little chicken stick legs, and she's right across, and then you have poor film quality. So it looks like she's floating, and her happy butt is not floating. That is no ghost.
that the being could actually be the legendary Kuntilanak, a mythological figure deriving from Indonesian folklore. This figure is also known as a white lady in other Southeast Asian cultures, a ghostly woman dressed in a white gown who has suffered a great tragedy. The white lady is often associated with having vampiric qualities, sucking a victim's blood, or even eating.
Whoa. She suffered a great tragedy, and now this is her fate, so she suffers an even greater tragedy? She suffered great tragedy, and now she's a freaking vampire? What kind of is that?
his or her internal organs.
Ew!
If this is the case, the man in this video should definitely hold on tight to his child.
You really think that would help? I mean, if this thing floating around in the background behind him is one of these things that's a vampire, you think holding on to his kid tight would help him? Has that ever once helped anyone in the movies when it comes to vampires? No. Half the time, fire doesn't even help.
When flying an aircraft, the last thing we want is for something to go horribly wrong. For one pilot, something was definitely wrong, but just what it was is hard to pinpoint. Twitter user ConspirationESP uploaded this clip for everyone to see and to try and make sense of. Take a look.
Woo! Lightning.
2 seconds into the video, a sudden flash of white light appears and the pilot grabs his helmet.
It's lightning. It's lightning. And you know what this is? That's the trail of smoke that it left. That's exactly what that is. That was lightning. Or maybe like a meteor or something like that. But I think that was lightning.
He adjusts himself before continuing to fly. Twitter users had plenty of suggestions here. A few viewers thought that it was lightning, while others suggested some type of bullet may have whizzed past.
A bullet.
Some even suggested it could have been a meteor fragment.
Bullet wouldn't be the
Then there
smoke
were those
trail.
who thought the phenomenon was related to an alien craft in some way. Here it is again in slow motion.
Well, that wasn't very slow, was it?
The object moves far too fast to be a bird of any
because
kind.
it's light.
So
It's
what is it?
lightning.
Unfortunately, till more info comes to hand, this strange little clip will have to remain a mystery.
I don't think
Still,
it's a mystery.
I'll throw it out to you, the viewer. Love to hear your theories on this one in the comments section below.
Lightning. Who's with me? It is a pretty neat video, though.
The country of Japan is home to some of the world's best and scariest horror books, films,
really
and
pretty
TV
picture.
series. At the center of many of these stories is a yurei,
not
or a
such a pretty
Japanese
picture.
ghost. This type of ghost is believed to have died in a terrible way, such as by murder or suicide, or
No.
died without resolving issues that dealt with jealousy, revenge, or passion. Often
Okay, so these ghosts are hanging around because when they died, they hadn't resolved issues with jealousy, revenge, and passion. You know how many people would be walking this planet? How many people die full of revenge and jealousy and passion, or negative passion, whatever? How many people? Now, Hollywood must be loaded with ghosts. That's all I'm saying.
times a Yurei is portrayed as a very pale girl or woman with long silky black hair and wearing white clothing. They haunt various dwellings, often seeking vengeance on those who have done them wrong while they were alive. In one
What good is this vengeance going to do? What good is it going to do? You're a ghost and you're trying to get vengeance on someone who did you wrong when you were alive? And you can't hardly do more than throw a chair here and there. What are you going to do to someone who did you wrong?
YouTube video uploaded by A Lot of Musics, we get a potential viewing of a Yurei that has petrified all who have seen it. In the video, we can see a group of friends exploring a body of water at night time.
Is that
They
like
shine a
waterfall?
flashlight on the water, seeming to look for
Or
something.
like from a dam?
One of the friends points to a
Looks like it might
particular
be
spot in the water where
part of
we
a
can
dam.
see some of the water bubbling.
Maybe it's one of those big koi, or those big salamander things that they got over there.
The
Oh
video
wait, was
then
that
cuts
China?
to a little while later
My
where
bad.
we can see that the bubbling has
My
disappeared.
geography's wrong on that.
The camera pans to one
Yeah,
of the
spoke-
friends who continues to
Maybe
talk
it's a
and
giant
point to
koi.
the water. Watch what happens next.
For real?
Watching
No.
again, as the camera turns back, a woman is now standing in the water. She has long black hair and a pale face.
It's
She's
Janet
wearing what looks
Jackson.
to be a kind of white sweater and a buttoned-up blue shirt underneath. The friends panic and the camera becomes shaky.
Look, she only looks wet up to about there. Well, they're still shiny up there. But this, see how there's dark here and light up here, as if she only got wet up to there in that area. See, I think that's suspect. Oh,
If you
stop
slow
your
it down
sniveling.
and zoom in, you can see what looks to be some ghostly faces
Oh, you're
reflected in
drinking
the
Drano.
water.
There are not.
The woman in the water certainly resembles what is commonly perceived as a Yurei, though there has been no confirmation as to who she may be exactly. Many claim
Whatever.
this is just a short clip from a Japanese movie, but no one's been able to pinpoint which one. So what do you think? Yurei with a plot for revenge, or
Nope.
a clip from an unknown movie?
You're
Let us know
wrong.
what you think down below.
No. I mean, there's some good suspense there, I'll give you that. I don't think that's paranormal whatsoever.
It's believed by many that the US military and Navy see things that it keeps secret, such as UFO
You
sightings.
think?
While secrecy is to be expected by the government, occasionally US officials will let citizens in on certain events and situations. That was the
Right.
case when the Pentagon confirmed that a
You
video
just
of
keep
a
that little
suspected
secret to
UFO taken by
yourself.
the US Navy was indeed real. YouTuber Jeremy Corbell shared the video for all to witness for themselves. Viewers can see footage of the San Diego sky as shot
San Diego? I'm from San Diego. I wonder when this
in
happened.
2019.
Shoot, I was not there in 2019. Man, I don't remember anything like this being reported.
In the middle of the sky is what looks to be a kind of pyramid-shaped aircraft hovering in
that.
the air.
Maybe it's a drone.
The aircraft seems to blink its lights on and off as it floats around the sky before coming to
What
a
are those
stop.
other triangles? Did you see a second triangle there? Or is that just like reflection of the...
Just like with
because
nearly
it's a
all other
night
UFO
recording.
videos on the internet, the clip has caused quite the debate among viewers.
See?
Some were sure
Right
that
there,
UFOs
there's another
had
one,
finally
and
arrived
there's
on
another one.
Earth and humans'
But is
doom
that
was
just a funny
impending.
reflection thing from how the
Others
camera...
believe the Pentagon is simply lying
Ah.
and may be pushing this video to distract from other, more
They
pressing
might be
matters.
lying.
For instance, there could be an even greater threat on the horizon that we can't even imagine. perhaps only
A threat on the horizon that we can't imagine. We're probably our own greatest threat in reality. Probably. I mean, we fight too much over stupid shit. I mean, for real. Stupid things like color and class and money and anything. Fighting it's really stupid anyways, but we're probably our own biggest threat. I mean, anything else enters the scene, they're probably afraid to because we might end up blowing them to smithereens too.
time will tell what's happening here and what its consequences will be.
That's an interesting one.
Before we take a look at some eerie security footage, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications.
I think I'll do
that
some
way you'll be in the
UFO
loop every time we drop our
reviews.
scary and mysterious
should do
videos.
that, definitely.
Also, remember to do a backflip,
UFOs
then
are
click that
interesting
thumbs
to
up
me.
button.
I think a lot of the sightings are bullshit, but some of them think
In
they're
one TikTok video shared by
interesting. Look
Paradolia
at this
Paranormal,
chair.
something weird seems to have been caught on camera. Take a look.
Okay, that is someone playing a prank on someone. And part of the reason why I think so is this is clearly not a security camera. I mean, the camera is moving around like that. But just the way that the chair is moving, like someone has it on a string, they knew someone was going to hear it or come out of that doorway, pull it a little harder, give that person a good scare. This is not paranormal. It's funny.
Watching again, the chair budges before it begins to slide down the hallway, seemingly all on its own.
Or it could
A man
be wind.
comes out of a door in the hallway,
That's true.
sees
It
the
could be
chair,
wind.
and quickly re-enters the room in a panic.
But the way
Although
the guy
short,
reacts,
this clip has
maybe
caused a
not.
stir on a number of paranormal
And I didn't
forums.
see anything else
Viewers
blowing
have
around.
provided some ideas for what they think is going on. Many think it's nothing more than a prank, perhaps to
Yeah,
scare the
I
man that
think
we
so.
see in the clip. Others thought the chair is
Pardon.
moving due to a gust of wind.
Yeah, but if this chair is moving due to a gust of wind, is this a chair in the background? Why wouldn't that chair be moving? I wonder what that is.
Of course, there are many people who subscribe to the idea that what we're seeing here is within the realm of the paranormal.
No.
As always, I'll throw this out to you. What do you think's going on in this strange clip?
Somebody's having some fun.
Now, if you want to see some more freaky videos, then check
That
out that
was
link
a
on the
good
top
video.
there.
I liked that.
Otherwise, we have a massive
That was
creepy
pretty good.
paranormal playlist right there you can binge on for hours and hours. Now, if you want to get your name scrolling along the top there, consider supporting our Patreon campaign. There's a link in the description box below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.
Huh, decent video.